We're live.
Everybody heard that? We're live. You're not supposed to hear that on live broadcast. Yes. Okay, you're not supposed to hear that. How are you gonna say we're live after we're live? They were going live.
Wow.
This is how we do it. This is how things get done around here. So, but let's get into it. Welcome back to another edition of Nothing But
Answers.
the place to come to get all the answers that you need. We have all the answers. We continue to let you know the answers we have. Everybody here has the answers. Now, what you do with these answers are totally up to you. If you take our advice, okay. If you don't, okay. We're probably right or wrong. Who knows? But we say we're right. So let's get into it. How's everybody doing, Doc? What is going on?
Not much. Busy, just really busy.
Okay.
And I had planned to come last week, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Get it.
Yeah.
You did.
Hey,
let us know.
I was actually having dinner with my best friend, and we thought we were just going to do dinner, but we haven't seen each other in a minute.
Nice.
Yeah, so we needed to spend that time together. We needed
Right.
that.
Right. F us. I get it. Sometimes I totally get it.
Not
Like that.
the case.
No, I get it. Sometimes, things come up and you have to do other things. Unlike us dedicated people. Anyway, Ruth, how are you doing?
Well, dedicated Ruth is doing well. She's been here through thick and thin, through the
Yes, nice to see
rain,
you
everything.
again.
You throwing shots too, Neil? Like,
Nice to see you again, Ruth.
No shade on you, Doc. It's just that I be running to get here, Doc. Trust me, I understand. Everything's good. Everything's good. I was on time today. Took grandma to the doctor. She had a well visit. She's gonna be the last one standing. I'm trading all my will stuff to her to put us away.
okay.
She is just doing the do. Yeah,
That's great.
good stuff.
Lee Little, what's good with you?
Not much. Calling.
Cooling.
Yeah.
How's your week?
It was alright.
Just all right.
Yeah.
Didn't do much.
Nah, I just went to work.
Bird, how was work?
It was alright.
Bird, what you do at work?
Work.
Mm-hmm. Was work working?
Nah. Not for
It's
me
a real
anyway.
chill.
Anything happen at work?
Nah, just the usual.
Bird, what's the usual?
The regular.
Ooh.
Gotcha. Sound exciting.
You have to be there.
She sound real chill.
Yeah, well, thanks a lot, man. Thanks for bringing the show to a screeching halt. We love when you do that.
How was your week, Daryl?
The week was cool. Again, went by fast. Not much was going on this week. I mean, the weather's just terrible. It doesn't really give you the feeling like you want to do anything because it's not the best weather for me anyway. I'm like, goodness gracious, this is crazy. But it is what it is. We got through it. Went by fast. We're back here already with the dependable people. Anyway, so any topics? Any hot topics? Anything?
What's going on out there? Let's see.
Yeah, what's going on? Anything that you guys can think of? Anything?
How's your 401k?
I don't even look. What's the point of looking?
For real though.
I don't, and I guess people ain't gonna retire. Don't think you're gonna have that for retirement. So
I'm telling you.
It was something I didn't think I would ever have to worry about. I thought it would just do
Yep.
it.
Right.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? You just think it's going to do what it do, and it's doo-dooing right now. Okay.
That is a good description.
Yeah,
Yep.
it's definitely
It's
doo-dooing
scary.
right now. So I
It's
don't know.
scary.
it's some crazy times, and I think that it just goes. I mean, I think I'm just afraid what else is going to come. You know, what rights will I have in a couple
Hmm.
months?
Oh, it can get a whole lot worse. You're right. Hmm.
Can't get, it probably is and will get.
Hmm.
I
They are
pray
trying to
not, but it can get a whole lot worse.
yeah, they are trying to erase us out of everything.
Mm, mm, mm.
You know, so I don't know.
Mhm.
It's gonna be interesting to see what happens. Scary times for real. For real. I think
Yes, it
America's
really
not
is.
what it used to be as far as the power used to be, the economic power, the military power, all that. So it's gonna be very interesting to see what happens with this how one person could really they remember they used to say one bad apple. Oh yeah, one bad apple can spoil the bunch. We got a bad
Hmm. Hmm. That apple's pretty spoiled. Yeah.
yeah, one
Hmm.
bad apple can get us hurt bad over here, you know? So
Mhm.
we'll
Mhm.
see. Um I don't know. Lee, what you
Mhm.
got for us?
Uh,
I know you we were talking about something you presented, and I thought it was interesting.
yeah.
I thought it was very interesting. Um,
Here we go.
okay, guys, pay attention. We're about to jump into this.
Mother. Horrible. I was a great father.
Ooh, hold on. No, no, we gotta unpack that. We gotta unpack that.
I
Meaning
was a
what?
horrible mother, meaning when my kids were growing up, I didn't know what mothering was. I didn't understand it. So, and because the father wasn't in the home
Right.
in a positive way, I did the providing, I did the protecting, I did the guiding, and I didn't do the nourishing, the nurturing, the affirming.
Mm.
I didn't do that. I didn't have time. I had three kids and a job
Right.
and a crazy man. So I had to protect them. I had to provide for them. I had to get the rent paid. I had to make sure that they had structure and system, the things that the father would have done had he been there. I had to do. So I didn't have time to wipe boo-boos and bake cookies and tell you how cute you are and how much I love you. Come on, let's get this done. We got to go. That's daddy. Come, baby. Let me tell you what we're going to do today. That's mommy. I didn't get a time to do that. I was a horrible mother. Horrible.
Okay,
Hmm.
isn't she like a what is she a motivational speaker? Or
Yes.
Mhm.
Hmm. Like
not
a
like
life coach woman. Yeah.
yeah,
Hmm.
like a life coach. I
Hmm.
mean, and I'm glad you don't have to go to school or anything for that because we'd have to revoke her license.
I think she's credentialed though. I think she is, Daryl,
Credential to wear
for
life
her
coach.
whatever it is she's doing. Hmm.
Yeah, life coach is certification. I can give you I can sign your certification for be a life coach if you want.
Ronnie says hello, everyone.
Hi,
What's going on,
Ronnie.
Hi,
Ronnie?
honey.
What do you guys feel about her being a terrible mother but a great father? So I guess she's a trans parent.
That was pretty good, actually. That
That was good.
was pretty good. Pretty good.
I'll be here all weekend. I'll be here all weekend.
um,
I
I
hear
mean,
where she coming from,
mhm.
but I think she missed the mark
Hmm.
as
How do you hear where
to.
she's coming from?
I mean, from what she's saying, if that's what you think a father is,
Right.
if that's what you know to
Mhm.
be a father, then I can understand how you get there.
Hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's missing the mark on everything that encompass what it is to be a father. Because you can't boil somebody down to providing, protecting, uh, and I don't know what the other one, but I'm gonna say another P for provision.
Mhm.
Women do it all the time. Ruth, what do you think?
I agree kind of with what Lee's saying. I hear where she's coming from. If in fact that's her example of a father. Only I'm saying if that's the example she had maybe or
So
didn't have
so we
or
hear
knows
nonsense.
of
Got
to be a father, then
got it.
that's all she can base it on for herself. But
Hmm.
I do agree that she's missing the mark of stop it down. Um I'm trying to stay focused here, man, of what a father is.
Hmm.
It's a shame that that's what she feels because a father is so much more than that.
Hmm.
A good father, if you will.
Hmm.
So I just feel like she didn't know what else to do with it. That I'm doing the man's job here, and I don't have time to be feminine and nurturing to my children, but I would have liked to have been.
Hmm. Hmm.
Doc, what do you
What
got?
you think about that, Daryl?
I'm going to you, Doc. I'll reserve comment till after
Well, he already did his hand motions with
I know. That's why I want to hear what he has to
time
say.
right.
women. I think you guys got it. I would just go ahead defer to the women because she's a woman. I don't want to speak for a woman. Just what do you guys think?
Ooh.
Yeah, I think she missed the mark as well.
Mhm.
I mean, and I think the way she laid it out was like she had no choice
Mm.
to not be those things. When two things you can do that and
Mm-hmm.
work and
Mm-hmm.
provide.
Mm-hmm.
You could still be a nurturing person.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like it takes you 4 or 5 hours to do that every day.
Mm-hmm.
There's that, you're interjecting that at all times.
Mm.
So the
Right.
way she laid it out is like, you could have. You could have been nurturing
Mm.
and caring and all those things that she says a mother is that she wasn't able to do because she was working and providing.
Mm.
Very interesting. I think that we all have bits and pieces of everything, right? Just because you set a schedule up doesn't make you male or female, right? She's
Right.
the thing she was the thing she was saying didn't really truly have a face. If I tell the kids to come on, let's go do this, that doesn't have a face, right? She's
Mm-hmm.
women, men both provide for the children, and if you have one, maybe you may set if one is providing financially, the other one's providing other ways, right? So we're all providing, and I think
And
she
we're
was
all nurturing.
right, and I think she was doing it all, but in her way. She wasn't doing it in a man's way. She was doing it in her way. I don't know why she ascribed that to being a man's way, because again, if anybody's home with the children alone, they're going to do it all for the most part. For the most part, I say, because again, my daughter, I can provide, but I also am going to be nurturing. If she falls down, get a cut, I'm gonna take care of the cut. I'm not gonna be like, well, I'm a man, I ain't taking care of the cut. That's silly.
Right.
That
Right.
didn't make sense what she was saying. So I don't understand where she's coming from. If my
Mm-hmm.
child needs me to be softer at that moment, I'm going to be softer at that moment, right? Even if I'm the one, if you're the only person at home, you have to lay down the rules. If you're not laying down the rules, the kids will run all over you, right? And then you also are the one probably feeding them and talking to them about things. So you're doing both for the most part, and you
Mm-hmm.
may not do both well, right? You may not have, because especially if you have a a view of, if you're viewing men and women through a lens of a man is supposed to be this way, you may not be the best nurturer because you just never learned how to do it, but you're still going to be as nurturing as possible. If they fall, you're not going to be, you might say, get up, come here, let me brush you off. Even in that, you're still going to be nurturing, I think. So I definitely think she really just missed the mark. I'm not sure what she was talking about. I think she wanted to sound uh, like she was saying something so wow, and you sound crazy. Like,
Oh.
now
Mm.
absolutely silly, right? And it's, I don't, like I said, I'm not sure where she got that from, and I don't know what her credentials are, or whatever she is. I know she had that show. She was trying to save people's lives or do whatever she was
Yeah.
doing.
A lot
Boo!
of
That's what I said.
Iana Joy.
Boo!
Hmm.
Right? Everybody
Who is
wants.
she? What's her name?
I
Iana.
can't say it.
Am I saying it right? Iana.
Oh, that's it. That was her.
That's
Iyanla
Iyanla.
Vanzant.
Yes, that's who it
Yes,
is.
yes,
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah,
that was
she
her.
helped me saying something too.
Yeah, yeah. She just like again the hubris, the narcissistic tendencies, the one she just wants to act like she knows it all. She says it with confidence, so she believes her lies, which is scary. She'll say it like even she said that she's like I was a terrible mother, but I was a great father. Like who says that?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Ever heard a woman say anything like that before? I heard them say maybe I was both, right?
I think,
But
yeah.
I've never heard a woman say I was a terrible mother, but I was a great father.
You could have just
That,
left it at she was a terrible mother. Yeah.
yeah, that sounds delusional.
Mm-hmm.
I was terrible one way, but I was great another way. She was a better man than a woman. That's
Mm.
wow.
Mm.
Just wow. We need somebody to help her with her life. Yeah, that's
So
insane.
TV personalities, they have to get that. You have to have that shock
Right,
factor.
right, 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 right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, and that becomes the problem because now you're just doing things um,
Mhm.
to get to be more and more outlandish.
Mhm.
It's like now I'm gonna set myself on fire. Like I'm at that point now. I got to set myself on fire to get the oohs and ahs because and that's just ridiculous. And that's what it sounded like to me. Let me think of the most outlandish thing I can say and say it with confidence. And I wish I could have heard the response,
Mm.
Mhm.
heard the whole. I think I'm gonna go listen back and hear the whole what transpired from that
Mm-hmm.
comment she made because she sounds insane, insane. What else we got, Leanne? If anything, um, yeah, I don't think. Uh, like I
We
said,
got yours.
huh?
We got yours.
Which one? You brought that up already with the Oh, go to the I forgot. So we had a it was one question in the group this week, and it asked if if your girlfriend came home beat up by her side joint, what do you do? I mean, isn't it done already? Like you do it twice, you just leave at that point. You leave.
Mm.
Do you send her back?
We don't, I didn't send her there the first place. I don't care where she goes at that point.
Wow.
She's free to do what she wants. Be free. Yeah, what do you guys think about that? Should he help her?
No. He shouldn't help her for sure. Sending her back, I don't know about, but he definitely should not help her. She brought that on herself, I guess, by being with the side guy, side John,
Right,
whatever.
right,
So you
right.
go back there and you work that out, or call the popo on him. Do what you got to do.
All that has nothing to do with me. You
Right.
know,
That's what
that-
I'm getting to.
I don't even know what happened. I wouldn't even know what happened to the end of the story. I just know she's not around me anymore. She don't live in this
Exactly.
house anymore. That's all I would know. She's
Mhm.
free.
Hmm.
She's clear and free of my nonsense. You know,
Exactly.
you don't have to deal with my nonsense anymore. And I agree. You know what? I'd be like, ooh, I guess he told you, didn't he? And that's wild for her to even come home at that point. She should
That's what
know.
I'm thinking. Like, why would you even come back home? At least without a good story, like some girls jumped me or something.
Uh,
I'm like, download it. Yeah, I don't know like that no girl did that.
they were some rough girls. Mm-mm-mm.
Be
And
honest.
she
Your
was
girl.
there with him for 4 years, huh?
And the crazy part is be honest, like I'm gonna be like, well, let me think about it. What do you mean be honest? This is easy. 4 years? Obviously, it hasn't been your girl for 4 years. Oh, you've been living with her for 4 years. That's all you've been. You've been living with her. Um, seems like a teachable moment.
Wow.
You learned that actions have consequences. Well, she didn't
Mhm.
learn that actions have consequences because she came home to you. She will learn
Mhm.
actions have consequences when she's kicked out.
Mhm.
I think at that point is when you learn that Deuces.
Mm-mm-mm.
I don't even know what you could tell someone about. Tell. I mean, if you decide to tell them the truth that your side John did that, what else could you say?
Right. Mm.
First of all, make sure you call me and tell me because I don't want to waste a conversation. I want to be able to hang up and just go back to watching the game.
Mm.
A guy beat me up. Who beat you up? My side joint. Click.
Mm.
We really have nothing to talk about at that point.
Mm.
Nothing
Mm-mm-mm.
at all. And you did what you did. And I listen. I'm all for people doing what they do, but just
Mhm.
understand there are consequences and repercussions to things that we do. So,
Yep.
Mhm. Do you think it would be hard to turn her away if you were in love with her?
Doc,
Mm.
Doc,
Mm.
she was beat up by a side dude. He beat the love out of her for me.
Oh, oh, oh.
You understand me? There is it,
Mm.
it would not be difficult because you did this, and you again, whatever's going on is really sloppy, and this is what happened to you.
Mm.
I can't fight to protect you. You're not under my protection.
But
I
Doc
wasn't
is
there when
right,
she was doing it. You were
right?
outside. You're outside of my protection. Why would I get involved with another man and his girl? I don't
But
think that's
four,
Mm.
right.
but
I
4 years in, Daryl, all that considered, you caught feelings by now, like Doc is
Ruth,
saying, and you might
I
look at
do
her
not.
face. But wait, look at her. Look at how sad she
Ruth,
looks. You might actually
Ruth,
look at her face and feel something
Bruce, I
else.
don't understand women. What are you talking about? I do not get involved in other domestic violence issues. I stay
And
out
she
of.
got beat up by her man.
Yeah, I don't get involved in other people's relationships.
Wow.
I don't care. Again, Ruth, she got herself beat up. Why would anybody have anything? Why would you feel anything
I agree, but
Mm.
is your love like gone instantly? Like Doc's asking you, like, is it gone instantly?
instantly? I'm
Mm.
more upset that I let her around and she out here getting beat up. Like I'm with the girl who
Mm.
got beat up.
Wow.
That's just terrible. It's
Wow.
it. First of all, you can't. What respect or feelings can you have for somebody who did that to you and come back beat up?
Mm.
Yeah.
It's just disrespect upon disrespect. You should have just went away for a while until you healed up and came back. So I got
Mm.
kidnapped. I
Right.
respect that more. I would respect that more than you come back to like you beat me up. Like this like I was kidnapped. Like the girl said she saw a little kid on the side of the road and she tried to help and kidnapped her.
Yeah, that crazy story.
I'd rather have you say something like that than to come to me like I'm gonna help you. Like, what do you
Mm.
expect me to do? The other man
Mhm.
beat you up. What?
Mm.
Nothing for us to talk about.
Mm.
And again, I don't. You, I there's if I was married to you, I'm leaving you. I don't really want to leave,
Mm.
but I am.
Mm.
You
Wow.
got beat up, so not only you outside reckless, you outside doing too much, and you outside having whole relationships,
Mhm.
Yeah.
right? You
Mm.
just don't beat you
Yeah,
up.
because you know it's a relationship if the person thinks they
It's
can do
right.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
usually the side joint, you just beat it up. You don't beat it up. Like you just beat it up. And then he beat her up. Like it's the difference. That's too much going on. I don't need all that drama in my life. Hey, good luck. I would like tell her get some boxing lessons or something, but I'm going. Okay. I'm gone. There's no
Mm.
way I could there's no way that I would be too hurt that both things got beat up. I would be too hurt. He beat up the top and the bottom. That's ridiculous. I'm gone.
Mm. Mm.
And she even her looking like that, I'd be like, girl, you look so ugly when you cry.
She
That's,
looks
that's,
sad.
that's Rihanna said, you look so ugly when you cry. So
She does
Mm-mm.
look very sad.
She looks
she
very
said she got
sad.
beat up and she lost a home. I'll be
Yeah,
sad too.
yeah.
Lost it
Wow.
all. Playing around. I
That's,
effed around and found out.
that's the part that people often don't think about though when they're out there messing around.
Yep.
Right,
They don't think about what if I get caught? What will I lose?
right.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Or what
They're
drama are you
usually just
bringing to
thinking
the house?
about all, yeah, right. All they think about is all that they gonna get right then and there.
Right. Because she
And this
might
is
have
what,
got away and he's on his way to the house. I don't know.
right,
Like,
Hmm.
get
right.
out of here. I'm gonna tell him I ain't seen you.
Or either she went that way. she went that way.
I don't know what you're talking about. Now, I mean, I still love her, so I ain't gonna tell her exactly which way she went. I'm just saying I ain't seen her.
Uh,
I haven't seen your girl, mister.
Hey, nah, who? Your woman?
mm,
I haven't seen her. if I see her, I tell her you're looking for her.
mm.
Leanne, you got the other one?
Yes.
Pop that up there, please, because this one was definitely one that burned up the room. There was many comments. Once again, I don't understand women. I just don't understand them. I need
They're
help.
complicated beings.
Yeah, you guys are just hypocrites.
I said
Oh,
complicated, not
Now,
hypocrite.
and I said
Yes,
hypocrite.
that's a whole different thing.
There's a
No,
big difference in the two words.
The lie. No, not. I just sent one to you, Leanne. Not that one yet.
Oh, okay.
Please, not that one yet. No, I'm telling about these complicated women because they're not complicated. They're hypocrites.
No, we're
They
just
say what they
multi-layered
say.
and complicated. That's all.
No, it's not. That's called hypocrite. Don't try to don't gaslight it. Just say what it is. Again, your stance change from moment to moment.
Where did you put it?
I just sent it to your Instagram. Sorry. Some people, you say one thing one moment and it's okay, and then the next moment it's not okay. It's okay if you do it, not okay if he does it. Again, how about if he came home beat up? Y'all accepted him home because decided you want to scratch him all up?
No,
No.
not at all.
Nope.
I don't know. Women usually are more accepting. You got to put up a lot from what I've seen and heard. Anecdotal at best, but what I've seen and heard.
Yeah. I mean, I guess there's a lot of different factors, like
Right.
what stage you are in your life, where you are in the relationship, what
Right.
kind of new rules you might have now that you in 30 years and you don't care.
True. Might patch him up. Tell him, I'll think about this. Let me patch you up first.
Yes.
Well, think about it. At least you're gonna get at least a month or two of act right out of him after that. After you get beat up, he's gonna be taking trash out. He's gonna be getting dishes. He's gonna be on point for a couple months.
True. Good behavior. Mm-hmm.
Hey, babe, you need anything else? No, I'm good. you're gonna get all of that for a little bit. You know. Yeah. I think. You know what? Yeah, we do. Women probably would. I know we have to worry about why women accept things they shouldn't accept. Some women are really tough presenting, but they're not really tough. Act tough. They talk tough, like, yo, I would, and then they're soft as cake. They just let,
I think it depends on what you're being soft about, though. I still think that matters.
I don't know. I've seen, and again, I only speak one way, but I've seen women take a lot.
No, that's true.
They take a lot, and sometimes some are a little different, but it's usually a lot to break them. Like for them to leave you alone, you got to do a lot.
Wow.
They put up with a lot before they say we're not doing this anymore.
But once they're done, right? A lot of women.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Listen, if you've been putting up with a lot for a while, he's been done. That's why he's
and
doing.
I think some people, I think sometimes some women stick around as they are formulating a plan.
Okay, and that could be true. See, I'm like, why are you still here? Go make me some tacos. Go make me some tacos.
That's true. Formulating a plan, maybe saving their money, maybe figuring out their next move. Doesn't mean they're accepting, maybe.
It does mean they're accepting because they're still here. They've been.
Well, that's what the guy would think, and that's on purpose.
Right.
He's supposed to think you've accepted it.
I got 7 years out of you. Most cars don't give me that much time, so that was a good ride. Thanks for the ride, lady. I'm glad you completed that plan over the last 7 years.
That's a damn shame.
It is, right?
You're in charge of making plans for yourself because
Mm-mm.
You can still make plans though after 7 years. It's not a number necessarily. You can
Mm-hmm.
make
hey,
a plan after 30 years, 40 years.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we got
If
30
you
years
still
out of
have
you.
your
Good
health,
luck.
then you can still plan it.
Yeah.
Hey, it was a good 30 years. Thanks.
I don't see it.
Um, it's not in your let me look and see. You're sent. I just sent it. And you shouldn't see it because it didn't send. Okay.
Leanne's right again.
Well, this wasn't right or wrong. This was the question, and I see that it
You
didn't
won't
send.
even give her that.
There's nothing. First of all, we don't have a win or lose thing here. I don't know what you do over that home. We just said,
Here
hey,
we go.
see it? Okay, I didn't. It didn't go through. See how that was? It's not about wins and losses. Wow. See how she said she didn't see it. I said, okay, it didn't send. Really
Mm-mm.
easy. That's great communication. We worked it out.
Let's ask Lee what she think.
Oh, it's telling me the chat isn't available right now. That's why. I'm not sure why. Let me see if I can tag you in it. It's nope, I can't even tag you in it. This is crazy. Let me see it real fast. Sorry, we slowed the show down to a screeching halt.
Mm-hmm.
Um, all right, see, I tagged you in it just now, so see if you can get it that way. I apologize. Did that come through or no?
No. Let me refresh my page.
Yeah, refreshing usually does help.
You know what?
You see? You see what I mean, Lee?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? They always try to turn around. I just said refreshing does help. I agreed in saying that refreshing does help. I don't know why that was a problem. Did
That
I help at
sounds
all?
very
Come through.
sarcastic.
It did
Or
sound a
no?
little sarcastic.
I didn't hear you, Leanne.
Yeah, no, it didn't come through.
So it does say you were tagged in it. So I don't know what's going on with your John. Yeah, it does. It's right there. Your top of the John. I
And
just like.
Instagram?
No, Facebook. I'm so confused.
Communication.
I'm I'm
Communication.
I'm confused too.
I'm so confused.
Me too, because
Communication.
we were talking about Instagram.
When did we talk about Instagram?
Okay. I ain't
I'm
Ugh.
gonna
saying
do
when did
this.
we talk about Instagram?
I ain't gonna do this.
Please don't. It's recorded. We can go back and see. I've never said anything about Instagram.
Actually, you did.
Okay, tell me what I said about Instagram, Ruth.
I heard Instagram. That's all I'm saying.
No, you heard lying. Ruth is
You
lying
said
right
you
now,
sent it to
everybody.
me in Instagram.
Yes, you did.
I don't think I said that.
Okay.
I'm just
I
gonna
don't think
sip
I
my
said
tea over here.
all your messages pop up either way. So if I said it, they still all pop up. They don't individually pop up. Just notification. Okay?
Can you just say you sent it to the wrong place and we'd be done with it?
I can
Please.
I can't say I sent it to anywhere. I just send it to I said I sent it to you. I sent it to Leanne. That's the right place.
Mm-mm-mm.
Listen. Again, I don't know what kind of arguments, gaslighting goes on over there. We don't do that over here, okay? These are
We speak truth
civil.
over here, truth and facts. That's it. Fix your face. That's it.
Anyway, so what do you? So how long in a relationship is it okay for another woman to call you and you still say you still stay?
Wait,
Say that again.
say it again. Yes.
Calls be like, yeah, your man was here last night.
Oh.
Yeah, how long? So that's like, well, at least he's here now. He's eating dinner. Did he come back tonight? Like, when does it get to the point where that's kind of like, oh well, or did it never get to that?
That's the question. Can he come back?
Right.
I can have him packed up in like an
Right.
hour.
That's a good point.
You
That's a
Like,
good
is
point.
this a request? This call is a request for him to
Right?
stay longer?
Yeah.
Because
That's a good point. Mm-hmm.
very interesting.
Mm-mm.
Very interesting.
I,
So,
I that's really that I think that, and you can't control other people's behaviors,
right,
but I think that when you decide that you want to be out there in them streets, you have to be uh more discerning about who you mess with.
right, 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 right,
Like, why would you want to be bothered with somebody that's going to give your house a pain?
right, 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 right.
Mm.
And men know, because it's you think because they think it's cute that she's crazy and wild and all
But I
those
guess,
things that's going to lead to her calling your house.
but I think, Doc, which ones aren't crazy?
We had this discussion before,
We
though.
sure did.
We didn't.
Are you talking about what you attract?
No, well, that's true. And I think every person has their crazy phase.
Mm,
I think we all went through a little crazy phase where we might have been a little bit more volatile in that season.
mm.
You know, this
Which is
this
why when you're interviewing for those side joints, you make sure that they not in that phase.
see the problem is with the side joints, you can't really get a thorough interviewing period, right?
That's the problem.
Then you
That's the
shouldn't be
problem.
hiring them.
It
You
has
shouldn't
to.
be hiring.
This has to be an expedited, abbreviated hiring situation
Uh-huh.
because we got to get to the job, and I have limited
So
time.
all
And I have
they
a
just
life
need
at
to
home.
have the right equipment,
That's
right? They
it.
just need to have the right
Mhm.
equipment.
First of all,
That's
you're
it.
gonna assess the equipment by fat booty, fat. Yes, she can talk. Usually, that's all you need, and she's hot.
Wow.
So
Wow.
usually, that's all you need to get hired. Like pretty face, small waist, big butt. Okay, what's your name? You know your name? Hired. Like the hiring, it has to go fast because I got to get home.
So no psyche valve at all.
You can't really. Hey,
Like 3 questions at least, something.
I think they be scared that they're gonna have to bypass that potential
Yes.
candidate.
Yes, they don't want to know the answer to it. Yes.
right. You be like, so if because you ask a question, you might hear something you don't want to hear. Like, yeah, I killed my last boyfriend. But then you gotta be like, depending on how she looked, well, what did he do? You know,
How she looked. What did he do to deserve it?
I mean, I get it. Some people just need to get up out of here. You gotta unalive some people sometimes. I get it. You
Now,
free
which one
ladies.
is crazy in that situation?
This is why we get in trouble because we're already thinking, and the blood is already at the wrong brain, so you can't even think correct. So, like I said, you hear something like she unalived her last boyfriend. You're like, well, sometimes people gotta get unalived. I get it, but later. So, and again, I don't know for women what the process is. If they're outside, how do they get it off? I think I think, and I guess the woman is usually, if she's cool, it's cool for the most part. But then I think, Doc, you said before, sometimes dudes do be extra. They'll be the ones who are now trying to ruin your happy household. And they want to keep you or whatever. They can't stick to the contract of this is just what it is.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so it's tough both ways because that's why being out there is just not worth it. To be honest,
It's not.
it's not.
It's
It's that little
risky business either way. Mm-hmm.
yeah, it's just not worth it. A couple minutes of the fun is cool until it's not.
Mm-hmm.
To lose everything over this scallywag. Hey, Leanne, you can put it up whenever you're ready, if you got it. So this was a good one.
Oh yeah, I saw this one.
Yeah.
Can you see it, Ruth, to read it? I can't really see it with my
Yeah, I'll
light.
try. Ooh, okay.
It's small.
So my homegirl came over and her man was with her. By the time they arrived to my house, I was just getting out of the shower. So I left the door unlocked for them to let themselves in. Anyways, after I put on some clothes, as you see in the picture, I don't think. But anyway, I went in the living room to greet them. When I walked up, I give my homegirl a hug, and she looks me up and down with attitude. So I then reached to give her boyfriend a church hug, and she put her arm in the way, stopping me from hugging him. Now I'm wondering, like, what the f is her issue? She tells her man to go to the car, and then she proceeds to question me and ask, "Where are my clothes?" I told her I'm in the comfort of my home. I don't need to put clothes on.
I
She
agree.
then tells me I knew she and her man was coming, so I should have put some clothes on. Well, I
Ooh,
kept it real with her, and I told her she's insecure and jealous of me being that she thinks she can tell me what to do in my home.
I agree.
Mm.
Which part do you agree with, Daryl?
Also, what do you guys think? Is she wrong?
Dead.
Ruth, we'll start with you. What do you think? Is she wrong?
Dead wrong, Daryl. Dead wrong.
She's dead wrong in her home. Okay, why
Dead
is she wrong?
ass
Tell,
wrong, excuse
tell,
me.
tell me why she's wrong.
Because I know she's in her home. I know she's in the comfort of her home, but she was aware that they were coming over.
Okay.
So, with
She
all
said
due
she got
respect for
dressed.
herself, she
She
should have
said she
just
got
put a
dressed.
little what?
She said she got dressed.
But look how she got dressed.
What are we talking about? I'm confused. It's her body, her choice. That's what I was told.
I think she should have put something on a little more covering, but maybe not.
Why? Tell me why.
I just think it's an awkward situation to put a man into. I just think it's awkward that he has to even, feel some kind of way
Who said
around
he would
somebody
feel some
that's
type of way?
minimally dressed.
Okay, right, all right. Doc, what do you think?
Mm-mm-mm.
I would agree
Oh
because
man.
even if I am coming to your house and I think someone in the group said, I don't care if I was coming to your house with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just about your man and say, her saying that you're jealous of me and you shouldn't have to worry about your man. Is this not about that?
Mm.
I would never dress like that if you were coming to my house with your kids or
Mm.
your mother, your cousins. I just wouldn't do it because it just shows that you're being I don't even know. I don't think inconsiderate is the right word, but you're just not reading the room, I guess.
Okay.
Lee Little, what you think? Because I know
Mm.
you be on point with these type of things. I know you're not gonna let me down.
Give it to him, Lee.
Don't let me down, Lee.
I think she should have wore a nightie.
God, Lee. Lee.
She too covered.
Oh, Lord.
Who gonna tell her what to do? Her house.
Let's
She come
go.
out there how she want to.
Let's
Her
go.
body, her choice.
That's
Wow.
what y'all said. That's what you said. You hypocrites.
She should have said, "Hey, I don't feel like getting dressed, so y'all don't come."
No, she got dressed, Doc. She said, I got out of the shower and I
She's not. She's not.
That's not dressed. That's a shame.
Now, you know what? If this is her normal attire and this is how she goes outside, this is how she dresses all the time, then as your girlfriend, I would know that. So I
Okay.
wouldn't bring anybody to your house.
Okay.
I might not come over.
Right.
So
If
what
I
I'm
don't want to look at your ass, I might not even come over. So, I mean,
Sounds
if this is you, your friend, if this is you, but if she did that and this is not her typical, then she's doing it for some other reason.
Thirst trap.
really? Because so
Thirst trap.
people really
Yeah, really, Daryl.
anything could be a thirst trap. You can wear tights and do a workout and jump on a trampoline. They couldn't call that a thirst trap, right?
Okay, here we go. But I'm not inviting everybody over to watch me do it.
You do. You invite everybody to your living room. You
But
put on
not in no booty shorts doing it. There's a different
no.
attire.
What I'm saying, that's your version, but the tights could be
Right.
looked at, right? So what I'm saying, what I
Yeah.
feel is that, first of all, it sounds like she's worried about her man doing something. So if your man is so shallow that he's going to leave because somebody has little shorts on, then he don't like you anyway. So if you think that's going to stop him from doing it, then you're silly. So it shouldn't be
Did she
wrong.
say? Did she say that, or she
You
said
make the man go
you
to the car.
you knew we were coming over?
She said she sent him to the car.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Why?
I'd send my mom to the car.
Why?
You don't need to look at her butt. Go
Listen,
ahead.
some of
I'll be
these
out after
outfits,
I have a few words with her.
some of these outfits people wear outside are
And
this.
that's what I'm saying. If this is her typical, then it's no problem. Because I wouldn't be coming to her house. But it sounds like this is something her friend wasn't expecting.
So you
If she was
say
expecting
that
it, then why would she say anything about it?
if your friends dress a certain way, you don't hang around them. So it could be if she had on tights right now, I don't think it's going to look much different.
We not talk about the
It's going to be
same thing.
stiff.
No.
No, what I'm saying is we are talking about, I'm saying her body shape. She was body shaming because if she didn't have that body, she might look different in that outfit. With that body, them shorts fit differently. So so how people look in things is different from person to person. If she was stick thin, I don't know if we're going to have the same conversation. Like even I know at work, I don't know. I know at work.
I would. I don't know about you. I would.
I hear you talking. I know at work when they send girls home for wearing tights, it's only the girls with body, right? The thin girls don't get.
Well, that's
sent
discrimination.
Home. Yes, it is. But this is what it is.
That's discrimination.
This is what we're saying right now. So the big girls don't get it. The girls with bodies are the ones that always, you can't wear that. Well, she got on tights. She looks different in the tights. So I do think it's a little bit. But again, I agree that this is her home. And if this is usually, if she's dressing like this is probably how she dresses. Like if it's
we don't know that. Because if that's your home girl, again, you know how she dresses. So it sounds like she was surprised.
Yeah, I did.
That's it. Listen, I don't know, but I'm not gonna put anything on it. All I know is, like, I agree. If this is something new and she came this way, I would say she's doing it for a different reason, right? She's trying to get attention. You know, the man is coming over. That I can see that. But
Melissa, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Melissa says, "I'm not dressing a certain way, knowing I have company." Ronnie says,
that's for her, right? I agree. Go ahead, Leah.
Yeah, Ronnie says, "Slut."
Ronnie.
All I'm saying is that hot girl summers. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't hear you.
Camp says hi.
What up, Camp?
Hey, Camp.
I'm saying hot girl summers. People are dressing like this on a regular basis, and what I was told was her body, her choice. So people can wear what they want to wear. This is what you do, right? Independent. And if a man comes around, like I said, I don't know. Some people with bodies, I don't care what you have on, you're going to see can look, whatever they put on could look provocative, right? Enough. I don't care what you're wearing. You can wear jeans, and it's like, ooh. So,
unbelievable.
I don't know. And again, and we do need more to the story. Like, is this the way she normally dresses? Is this how she gets there? Because
because if it is, then you know what to expect if you come into her house.
Right.
And you know she's gonna be naked.
If she's comfortable coming out like that, I don't think it's her first time. You know what I mean? I don't think it's her first time. If she's comfortable coming out in front of her friend like that, and if it's a stranger or her boyfriend that she knows, I don't know. But we don't know. But I don't like to tell somebody what they do in their house. And if you worried about your man,
I just I would just be like, I would appreciate if she would have said, "Nah, girl, I'm chilling at home. I'm chilling. I'm chilling. Y'all might not want to come over."
Yep.
Right. But if she went out in the club like that, the girls go out like that, it's no problem. So I get confused, right? If this is how they go out on a hot girl, this is what they're wearing. She can't wear it at home. She only only wear it when you go out in groups, trying to thirst trap to guys and get free drinks. That's the only time you can wear it.
Wow. Wow.
So it's okay to get free drinks, but I'm okay to come over to the crib.
You can wear whatever in her crib. All of that is true. She could be naked in her crib, but just don't expect me and my man to come and sit there with you while you're naked.
If your man is going to look, he's going to look anyway. So your
My
man
man's allowed to look, but I'm not. That
so
puts
there you
him
go.
in an awkward situation. I asked Roger, I said, what would you do with that situation? He said, I would have went to the car on my own. I wouldn't have waited for you to send me to the car.
Why?
Because he would have felt awkward
Why
and
would I feel
uncomfortable.
awkward because a woman is out there? Like,
This
but
woman is showing her yams.
I don't care. So listen, for me, I'm not 7. I've seen yams before. I'm not going to be excited because a
He's
woman.
seen them too, but still,
Yeah,
no.
so I'm not going to be excited because I sit there as I'm saying for me. I'm not saying I can't speak for anybody
But
else.
didn't you say before, Daryl, that sometimes you put men in an awkward situation? Like you told us a story about somebody dressed in a certain way and you was with her and guys was saying stuff. You know, you put the man in a, like Neil is saying, you put the man in an awkward situation if you bring him into that.
But this is what people wear.
So what?
Right? You like I said,
but two things can be true at the same time. This is
right,
what people wear,
yes,
but it doesn't make it not awkward.
But again, it's and some people, no matter what they wear, that's going to be awkward. But sitting behind her in jeans is going to be awkward. That's not. Again, we're looking at somebody. So in this case, the extreme, right? Her body is crazy. So I don't care what she has on. It's going to be a Pokemon, right? It's sticking out. In Pokemon, you got to catch them all. So listen.
So if that's the case, then why be naked if you got it and it'll show in anything?
Right.
What's the point of being naked?
I can't speak for her body, her choice. Why she wants to wear it, if she wants to wear it, it's up to her. I don't know why she would wear it, right?
Okay.
I don't know. But again, this is what she's comfortable with. Again, when we go out, and I'm speaking, when you go out, you see this all the time. It's not abnormal to see somebody dressed half naked when we're out.
No, that's true. But Daryl,
right? And Ruth, yourself, you said your body, your choice. You're going to wear what you want to wear.
No. But I want to ask you the next part. Then why are you hugging somebody's man on top of that?
So you can't hug somebody? So you only can hug somebody in a burqa? Is that what we're saying?
You
need a whole
girlfriend, right? Does she know him enough to hug him? I mean, I've got questions here.
Wait a minute. I don't know. It's normal, almost common courtesy to hug people.
Common courtesy.
Yes, people hug, kiss on the cheek, depending on where you are.
COVID, don't hug on nobody.
Listen, if you're so insecure about your husband hugging somebody, that not you as in you, but that person who's insecure because your husband is hugging somebody, well, you might as well get ready for him to cheat. Because if you're worried about a hug,
insecure.
That is insecurity.
Did she know him like that? I have questions for you.
Because you hug somebody, normally when you meet people, people hug. I don't know what we're saying. It's like men handshake sometimes, women hug sometimes, or you may hug a woman. That's not even uncommon. We're making think now we're getting crazy.
Ronnie says she has no respect for her friend.
Thank you.
Again, that's what you guys say, but you don't have a body like that to maybe say this is what she wears. And again, if this is what she normally wears, then this is what it is. We're all because she looks a certain way.
We don't know that. We don't know if this is her normal.
We don't know either way.
Or if she knew the girl was coming with her man and said, "Let me put this in my butt."
So wait, time out, Doc. Wouldn't you know that about your friend as well?
Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. So it sounds like this woman was surprised because if you know your friend is like that, why would you set your man up?
What are you talking about? Set him up. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know the type of men you have. If I'm with my girl, I don't care what situation I'm in, I'm not tripping because somebody is half naked. I'm not gonna be, oh my God, look, I might cheat on you.
That's not what we're talking about.
What are you talking about him for? You said set the man up. How are we setting him up?
Can I ask you another question?
If
that was your girl and you were bringing your friend over, your guy friend, to meet her for the first time, and that's how she opened the door, how would you feel about that? Would that be cool for him to come in and sit and chat?
First of all, her body, her choice.
I'm asking how you feel.
You can wear what you want to wear.
I'm asking how you feel.
How would you feel?
I'm going to tell her to do something. How do you feel about it?
Can I finish?
Are you cool with that?
First of all, I don't care what my woman wears. Again, I don't care what she wears.
So this is a development over time because again, we had that same discussion where you talked about a woman dressing a certain way and putting you in a precarious situation.
She wasn't the girl I talked about. Wasn't my girl. She was just with us. She worked with us. She had a big butt. All the guys in South were going after her, right? And that's what. Again, it's going to happen. What I'm saying, if the girl, her butt, no matter what she wears, is going to be big. So every time you go out with her, I don't care what she have on jeans, unless she had on something that was a moo-moo. That probably still would stick out in the back. She's going to get attention.
You would be okay with your friend sitting with you in her house, dressed like
Yes,
that.
it's like, see, this, it'd be no different if we were at the beach and she was in a bathing suit, or we were going somewhere, she had a bathing suit on, she looked that way. If my girl looked that way, she looked that way.
Or you
Again,
went to your boy's house with your girl and he got on some little things and his joint is hanging out a little bit. That'd be cool.
every time
His
I don't want to see
body,
no
his
dick.
choice. That's
I don't want to
cool.
see a dick. That wouldn't be about her. It'd be like, I don't want to see your dick.
Oh, the woman don't want to see another woman's
Right.
butt. Like,
Listen, well then
are
you
you-
guys leave.
why don't you understand that?
Time out. Is seeing a butt, because if you go to the beach, so you don't go to the beach? You don't go to the beach at all? Because you don't
Why
wear
is seeing a butt different than seeing some balls? What's the
because it
difference?
is. It's totally different.
Bats and balls.
It's totally different. Like,
No, it's
again,
not.
if you go to the beach, you can wear a thong bathing suit at some beaches. You can't wear your penis out front.
They wear speedos.
They sure do.
It
Thank
don't,
you.
but it still covers it. If the penis is covered, I'm not tripping.
Barely.
But it's still covered. Nobody's worried about nobody's speedos. I'm not tripping over that. Again, see, this is the problem. If people can't handle seeing different things, and this is where people make it forward.
They can stand it, Daryl. That's not what we're saying. We people watch all the time.
Again,
watch all the time.
I told you, if I came in the house, I would have no problem if she was dressed that way. I wouldn't be looking. I wouldn't be. You wouldn't have to worry about anything. I'm with you, so I'm not tripping.
All right. One more scenario. What if your boy
I'm tripping because I don't want to see it. It ain't even about the man. I don't want to look at your ass the whole time I'm sitting here talking to you.
Right. When you go out with your girls, matter of fact, they gotta look. Never mind. Go ahead. I'm saying.
Shut up.
Yes, Daryl.
Shut up.
Stop. I pulled the e-break. You ain't gonna have no friends. That's all I'm gonna say.
Daryl.
Zero friends. Go ahead.
What if you was meeting your guy at your girl's house? He got there a little bit before you. They're sitting there chilling out, and she's dressed like this. You still cool? I'm just asking scenarios. Are you still
again?
cool?
I don't understand what you. I'm gonna tell you again. I don't care what my girl wears. Now, is my guy friend gonna go to my house without me?
No, I'm saying he got there a little early, maybe a few minutes earlier than you.
He'll be in his car.
Maybe.
No, she let him in.
She let him in. It was cold outside.
Well, it depends who it is. If it's my man Musa, I don't care. My man Musa, I trust with everything in me, so I don't care what it. I don't care if he could be. I would let Musa be around my daughter. I trust Musa with everything in me. I don't trust nobody else like that. So I wouldn't let nobody in my house, and no matter what she was wearing, for a safety issue. I don't know you like that.
Okay.
I'm not gonna let you in my house. I don't care if she had on anything, right? I don't trust people like that. So you're gonna be outside, right? Just because she's in the house. I don't want to put her in a situation where she's with somebody that I don't trust like that.
Okay.
But she let him in. She let him in.
Listen, if she let him in, it's like she got beat up. She can go with him. Right? Because you're doing something that I wouldn't want you to do. So again, I don't know him like that.
Nice. She's just being nice.
Right. She can be nice and get herself in trouble. Again, out of my protection, I'm gonna let you go.
No.
Before I let you go.
It says I got to fight every day to prove my love. Laugh out loud.
Right?
Yeah. I'm not tripping over what they wear. Now, if my girl, if I with my girl, she had a problem with something, she said, let's go, we're gonna go. Right? I rock with her. But I'm not tripping over it. Like, don't do it for me. If she got a problem with it, cool. I'm not worried about your girl. She for the streets. I already know what time it is.
Okay. All right.
And again, first of all, if she dressed like that, your girl probably dressed like that. So you probably used to it.
Wow.
Birds of a feather.
Shame.
Wow. Wow.
So I mean, it was very interesting.
It was very interesting.
Yep.
The comments were interesting. I think everybody pretty much was on the same thing. But you know, it's interesting. Like I said, 'cause if this girl wore anything, would there be anything she could wear that's really super appropriate? If she's making jeans stick out like that. So I don't know. So that is what it is. Wear what you want, ladies. Your body, your choice. Go ahead with the next one, Leanne. Now all of a sudden, it ain't her choice. She should know better. She should choose better. We should talk. Can't guys can't pick a side. Oh,
Mm-mm-mm.
Chris,
WL Smith says she could have put on a robe.
for
Mm-hmm.
what? If that's making you uncomfortable, you need to go talk to somebody. Get help.
Mm-mm-mm.
God dang. You know what? I must be wrong. There's a lot of people that may be weak and that may do something for them. And they may not, they be over there shaking and breathing hard. Like, baby, what's wrong with you? Nothing. Like, that's like, what is going on here? Like, just because you see somebody? Jeez.
Mm-mm-mm.
Put up the next one, Leanne, the boys. Change this up a little bit. Very interesting. Baby, don't look at her. Don't look at her. Have you guys been following this at all with the two
Mm-mm.
young men at the track meet and the stabbing?
No.
Mm-mm.
So I think it happened Sunday morning, Saturday morning. The
Hold on one second.
Okay,
WL Smith says at least her legs match the wagon.
right.
Melissa says, okay, so it's okay for mothers to dress like that in front of their boys.
Oh.
Hey, depends on the mothers because there are some mothers that dress like that. So
Mm.
standards are subjective. Just because you feel a certain way for your home, other homes we see mothers dressing a certain way, and it doesn't. I don't know if it makes it worse or better. I don't know what's better or worse. But some
Mm.
parents are, especially if they have them younger, they're dressing this way in front of their kids. And I don't know if all the kids are growing up bad or if it's good or um, it's subjective. It's very subjective.
Mm-hmm.
That it, Lee?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. So it looked like it was a track meet. From what I know now, it was raining. So it looked like the Carmelo is the uh, child of African descent, and the other one is his last name is Metcalf. I forget his first name.
Austin, it says.
Austin. Yeah, Austin.
Hmm.
So Carmelo sat under the tent of Austin's team. Um, it would seem that Austin came up to Carmelo and started to, tell him he can't sit here. He got to leave. Um, Now here's where it's many different stories, but it looked like um, after him telling him to leave and Carmelo not leaving, Austin either pushed, hit, tried to grab him. It appears two times because it said like he did something, and Carmelo said, "Touch me again and see what's going to happen."
Mm.
He was touched again. Carmelo stabbed Austin in the heart.
Mm.
Jeez.
Wow.
Um,
Mm-mm.
Ended up,
Wow.
unaliving him.
Oh man.
Mm.
It's terrible.
So it's definitely a terrible thing. Now this is it's really has split people down. They said it wasn't racial, but the racial lines uh, seem to have, a lot of people are saying that Carmelo should go to jail for murder.
Mm.
Carmelo's self defense.
Mm.
So Austin also has his twin brother,
Wow.
and some say they both were bullying Carmelo's. So we
Mm.
don't really know right now. They're still gathering information.
Mm-hmm.
Really calling for him to be tried for murder. I think he was charged with manslaughter, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
And
Mm-hmm.
you remember that to be the case? Um,
Yes.
Mm.
okay, he was
Mm.
charged with manslaughter. Uh, he's being held on $1 million bail.
Wow.
Um, but so and then a lot of people are saying, look, it is self defense because um, it was a public place, right? The bleachers are public at a high school track meet. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
where they want. There's no assigned seating. You
Right.
dictate where I sit. You can't tell me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can tell me whatever, but you can't force me to do anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Um, he was sitting there. The kid told him to move. I don't know why he thought he could tell him to move. I don't know where,
Yeah.
what kind of, you know, I don't know why you think it. And then tried to force him to move. Things I learned later as well, if I'm not mistaken. I think they're both 17. They're both first seniors, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm.
Same
Wrong.
school?
No, different schools. So it was
Okay.
like
Okay.
a tri meet or something. So it was a couple schools there.
Okay.
Since it was raining, it looked like Carmelo just went to sit under the tent to
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. To not
right.
be in the rain.
Seems feasible.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no one that said anything else other than he was sitting in the tent. No one had said he was doing anything. But all accounts, the Austin did approach him, saying he couldn't be there.
Wow.
So for
Melissa,
me, wait, Leanne.
Melissa says, I heard about this. My son was in a very similar situation, but no one passed.
Gotcha.
Mm.
So it's tough because what a lot of people are saying is that he's a murderer, right? But I think you have to pass a lot of steps to get to the point where the stabbing took place, right? You have to
Mm-hmm.
pass this kid coming up to the other kid to tell him to move when it's a public place, public bench.
Yeah.
You own it. You don't own even the tent. You put the tent up, but you can't say who can sit there or not. You can't dictate that.
Yeah.
If you really had a problem, you should have got a coach. Hey, coach, this kid is sitting here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It didn't happen. You can tell anybody to do anything you want. I'm not going to say you can't say move, you can't be here. You have, by all means, that's fine. But I was always taught, don't put my hands on people.
Mm.
To me, that's the biggest thing. Don't put your
Yeah.
hands on people. Once you put your hands on somebody, you got to be ready to accept whatever comes with that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And if someone says, if you touch me again,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
like it's
Yeah.
going to be a problem or you'll find it, something like that, whatever it is, to me, that's a warning that now if
Yep.
I touch you again, I want to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Like double dog daring you to do whatever. And
Nice.
it's tough. So, and then I learned too, I think Austin he was a D1 recruit for football. Very smart kid. Had a
Wow.
whole bunch of college opportunities at D1 level. He was
Wow.
6'2", from my understanding.
Wow.
6'2", He has me by about 15 pounds right now.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
The other kid was, from my understanding, he was 5'7", 5'8", 150 pounds,
Wow.
which happened in Texas. Texas is a stand your ground state. So
Mm.
okay.
with everybody else, you're able to stand your ground. But it would seem of color, you don't have that ability. You're not allowed to stand your ground. You're not allowed to
Yeah.
protect yourself. And when you protect yourself, he didn't have to go to that level. Well, first of all, a lot of people are like, well, he should have just fought him. And they could have fought and it'd have been over. Well, first of all, I wasn't sitting there to fight if that's what Carmelo was doing. He wasn't sitting there to fight. Once this kid touched him and he warned him, the size difference is crazy.
Yeah, for real. I'm thinking about it. 5'7" versus 6 something, 200 something pounds.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, that right there, from some things I saw, allows for the use of force at a higher
Okay.
level,
Yeah.
right? So it'd be like, say, if a grown man grabbed a smaller woman, she could use more force because of the size difference, or even
Yeah.
a smaller man and a bigger man. You can use, because I can't. When I'm trying to fight you, I can't. That's not gonna work.
Yeah.
And we can't, say what fear I had, because again, it was two of them from both, and it makes sense, right? If my twin was getting into something, I'm getting into something. If my brother gets into something, I'm getting into something. My good friend gets into something, I'm getting into something. So it would definitely make sense that maybe they both could have been involved, but that, I'm not sure about that. That's just my speculation.
Mm.
it's so tough. They took down his GoFundMe, the Carmelo's. They took it down um, when he was trying to raise money. Still up. It's another company that actually is allow. I forget what it's called. Like another type of GoFundMe is actually Carmelo's family to raise some money to help out. But it's just really, it's
Who
really
took it down?
GoFundMe did.
Oh wow.
Yeah, they said that they don't support certain things, certain crimes and things of that nature. But when we look back, we see like Kyle Rittenhouse. They had one for him.
Yeah.
The
Didn't
dude,
that other guy have a GoFundMe? The one that killed Tavon?
yes,
Didn't he have a GoFundMe? So what are they
absolutely.
talking about?
Yeah, he did have
Even they said Chauvin, the dude who kneeled on
Yeah. So what are
yeah.
they talking about?
Well,
yeah.
again, we see the difference. Like when you
Yeah.
have to,
Yeah.
the color of protection, there's
Mm-hmm.
like certain things are allowed, and this is
Mm-hmm.
why this is tough for me because again, this all could have been avoided. And a lot of times, a lot of people are saying, "Why didn't he just move?" Well, my question is, why did he have to?
Why did he have to move?
Right. Why
Yeah.
do you have
Why
to?
do you have to
Why
move?
didn't they just leave him alone? How about that?
Right. Right.
That to me is a question as well.
Yeah.
And again, if you really felt he shouldn't have been there, hey, coach,
Yes.
hey,
Right.
refs,
Right.
he's sitting there because, like I said, there's no accounts that he was doing anything. And if everybody was saying it was raining, it makes sense for me to say, let me sit under here. It's raining until the rain stops. And usually, for track meets, I ran track. Everybody's usually pretty cool. Track is not like other sports where the
Yeah,
rivalry
for
is
real.
up. You're
Yeah.
like, oh, hey, F the other side. Now you guys laugh and joke together. You run from what I
Mm-hmm.
experienced. I can't
Yeah.
speak for anybody else. And I ran all up through the collegiate level. There really usually wasn't, you know, rivalries like that. You might have had team rivalries, but it wasn't like anything where you guys took it out on each other. If you most times you sat with the other teams, right? And that was no problem. So I didn't see
Wow.
it or hear there was any problem between the boys. I didn't hear that there was anything that led up to this other than he was sitting somewhere. Austin said, "You can't sit here. Get to the back of the bus." I mean, you can't sit here in these in these public bleachers.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
it says typically these incidents don't start here.
Yeah.
right. They so far they said that they didn't know each other. So I guess
Mm.
we have so much more to come out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So
And,
much more information.
right, and it's very odd that no one has this on any type of film. No,
Yeah.
because usually as soon as something happens, phones come out.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Mm-hmm.
wonder if there's any video, and I would think if there was, it's being suppressed for a reason.
I was going to say if there isn't,
Mm.
because all kids have their phones at all
That's
times and
at all
film
times,
everything. So if there isn't, there's something to that.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That was my thing, and so I'm just waiting, and I just
Wow.
it's funny because it's funny. It seems like for me, I give both sides like, look, all right, some things could have been done different, and
Mm-hmm.
the
Mm-hmm.
boy Austin did not, being unalive for something like this is really sad.
Mm.
It's not,
Terrible.
it's horrible, and I feel for him and his family. I know his family was talking about their Christian values and things of that nature, and the dad said he forgives Carmelo and things of that nature, and
Wow.
I hear that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but if we're going to talk about good Christian values, I don't know if kicking a kid out of a tent in the rain are the best values.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I hate when people just throw things around. Um, I don't know.
Mm.
It's just tough, and I've been up all night in these message rooms, going back and forth with people,
Wow. That's
trying
gonna be a
to
hot
educate,
topic.
trying to educate these fools. Like, come on, man, stop. If you touch someone, they're like, oh, touching someone. Nah, touching someone sometimes can rise to different levels,
Yeah.
right? And how about we just don't touch people?
Just don't touch
Yeah.
people because
Yeah.
you don't know what people are dealing with too.
Right. Okay.
If
Right.
if someone has post-traumatic stress disorder or something like that, some other kind of trauma reaction, you don't know what people are going through, so leave people alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because one big thing they're saying, well, why did he have a knife?
Yeah.
Well, that to
And
me,
we don't know. What if he's being bullied? What if
right,
he's being bullied by some, just being bullied on a regular basis?
right. Well,
Yeah.
again, it looked like he needed it because he was being bullied right here,
Exactly.
right?
Yes.
It looked
Yes.
like he was right for carrying it because he was being bullied right here. Someone put their hands on him who had no right to put their hands on him
Wow.
and tried to move him. What made you,
Physically.
right? What made you think
Yeah.
that that was okay? What
They
made
said.
listen?
They
I
said.
can only imagine being a parent and being in the stands and seeing somebody touch my kid trying to move him.
Yeah. That's
And
rough.
now I gotta move. I have to move. I'm not gonna come
Yeah.
down like, hey, what are you doing to my kid? No,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're gonna meet the bottom of the bleachers. Like it's what it's going to be.
Mm.
So
Mm.
I think we need to really talk with our kids. Like, look, leave people alone. Like Doc said, we don't know what people are going through. You do not know what you're going to awaken messing with somebody.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No,
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
you
Yep.
don't.
Yep.
Either side. So you have to really,
It's
to me,
terrible. Mm.
teach your kids don't touch people, don't engage people. You don't have a right to tell people what to do. Little things like that, right?
Yeah.
You don't have the
Yeah.
right to tell anybody. You have no
Yeah.
authority over anyone.
Mm. Mm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Wrong. Go get an authority, a
Yeah.
chief, security, somebody who has more authority than you. For you to think you have that authority is a problem in itself, to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. How about mind your business and just sit there?
Or Ruth, how about, hey, I see, hey, what's up? What's your name? Oh, I'm Austin. I'm
Yeah.
Carmel. Hey, hey, what's going on? Hey, man, it's rain. It's crazy. I hope we get back to the track meet. How
But
about that?
yes. Yes. But if you're
Mm-hmm.
not that person, then mind your
Mm-hmm.
business.
Right, right.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna do
Yeah.
anything, how about you be positive or like if
Right.
or nothing? You can do
Or
something positive
nothing is
or
what
nothing.
I'm saying. Yeah.
Yes, right. I
Mm-hmm.
get you, Ruth. You're right. Ruth is right.
Yeah.
Either do something
Everybody's
positive
not that
or do
cordial
nothing.
person, and that's okay. That's
Right,
cool. You don't have to
right.
befriend everybody that's near you, but
Absolutely right.
mind your business. They're not doing anything to you. They're not hurting you.
There you go.
Look forward.
Or go,
Mm-hmm.
or like I said, or go drop the dime. Hey, coach,
Yeah. Yeah.
there,
That was a good idea.
not on our team. I don't know why he's here.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good
You know
idea.
it's I know it's raining, but I don't know why he's sitting under our umbrella.
Right. Yeah. That's
Like,
sad.
come on, man. So yeah, right, because now your life is
I just feel
lost.
bad. Yes, that
For what?
this kid felt like he had to defend himself, and now his life is all turned upside down as well.
His life,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
remember their family's life. Someone
Yeah,
lost
the
Family.
a brother.
families. Yes.
Somebody lost a son.
Yep.
Both people may lose someone because
Yeah.
if he goes to
Yeah.
jail, and he's been, so 17 in Texas is tried as an adult automatically. So
Oh
he's in
wow.
jail now. He's in big boy jail,
Hmm.
and it already looked like he's kind of skittish anyway. He's not about
Yeah.
that. Now you're in jail with grown men.
Wow.
So now we're all, like I said, everybody lost in this situation,
Oh,
and
Mm-hmm.
it's terrible. It's a
I
terrible
hate
situation.
that stuff. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't, like I have compassion for Austin. I don't see the compassion for Carmelo from some people.
Mm.
They have zero. Some people have zero compassion.
Mm.
He's a murderer. He's this, and so from my understanding, I think he got in trouble before for bringing a knife to school, which could indicate there's something going on,
Mm-hmm.
right? But he shouldn't have did it. I don't know any criminal record that he has because they try to, they always try to do criminal record and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
Right. Yeah.
There's a lot of misinformation out there, even
Yeah.
on Austin. They're like, oh, he was high on this, that, or the next, and he wasn't, from what
Mm.
police are saying. So it's a lot of
Yeah.
misinformation. I think people are trying to use this to further divide people. Right? Let's
Yep.
feed the fuel to further divide
Of
people.
course.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a very difficult
Mm.
trial
Mm.
because
Mm.
there's so much. Everybody's seeing so much right now.
Mm.
Everybody's seeing so much, and I think this has the potential to be one of those explosive ones where if the verdict goes the wrong way, people may act up.
Uh-huh.
As we
Yeah.
are, people already
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
It's self-defense. They approached this boy who was sitting there. He wasn't doing anything. He warned them after the first
Mm,
time he touched them, touch me again, and this is going to happen. And you
mm,
proceeded to continue to touch him.
mm, mm,
Where
mm.
were some adults in this situation?
Right?
Yes.
Again, so
Good
like I said,
question.
with track meets, the kids are all over the place. The coaches be around, but say it's 30 kids, it's 2 coaches per team or something like that, right?
Wow.
They may have been down on the track talking about what they're doing next. The coaches, I don't remember seeing my coaches a lot either until we, walk by. So it was raining for what everybody saying pretty hard. Everybody was under the tents. I don't know. They may have been there. They may have been down on the track or whatever the case. Maybe I haven't heard anything. We heard a couple of witness testimonies for kids were there. The story is all pretty much the same. Where the Austin did come up to Carmelo, he did ask him to move, and then he did attempt to either grab him, touch his stuff, do something, and he warned, and then he stabbed him, and he ran away.
Mm.
Cops came. He's like, "Look, I did it. It was self defense.
Mhm.
Self
Okay.
defense. So it's just look. We need to talk to our kids and
Mm-hmm.
like, look,
We
don't
do.
you know
We do.
even Carmelo, I wonder. I know he did what he did, probably without thought, probably out of fear.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to say in that case. Do you run away? Do you get up and run away because he told you to? Um, do you sit there
Yeah.
and try to keep your seat? I don't. I'm kind of at loss of what I would say
It's
to
a tough situation
is,
when you
Doc.
are being bullied and there's
Mhm.
no one around to help,
Right,
Yeah.
right,
especially no adult.
right.
It's really tough.
It is, and it's like, what do you?
Mhm.
Again, I just don't know how to advise someone with
Yeah.
that. 'Cause you get up and walk away. I don't know if the bullying stops.
N-
No,
Yeah.
Oftentimes it does not.
right. That's the thing. Like, and if like Melissa said, is there a past? Is this something that was ongoing? I don't know if that being the case right now, but is it? And it looked like he was carrying a knife for a reason. Not
Mm-hmm.
excuses for him, right? Because he could have talked to somebody too, said, "Hey, look, this is going on." Um,
Mm, mm,
so I
mm.
definitely see both sides, and it's like I said, it's just a terrible
It's
situation.
sad.
These,
Yeah. Mm.
uh, especially these kids looked like they both had some futures ahead of them.
Yep.
Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm, mm.
what could happen is it's tough, but again, I do do the whataboutism. What if it was reversed? I can only imagine somebody of color, a young African American boy telling another, uh, European male that you can't sit here. I think people will lose their minds just him saying that. How dare
Mm.
you say that? Who are you to say that? Uh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I do these double standards are crazy.
Mm-hmm.
These are
And
things that
his bail wouldn't have been $1 million either.
Right.
well,
Mm-hmm.
and right, Leanne. I did hear like in other cases like this, people who had like $200,000 bails.
Mm-hmm. If
You know,
they
Mm.
didn't send them home.
right, right.
Right.
So when people like, oh, I mean, things are different. I don't
Yes,
say
they
better.
are. They
People
Yep.
are.
say better. I would say different, right?
Different.
So and
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
they may feel better, but when it comes down to something like this, you see that you don't have the same rights as everybody else. You
Yep.
can't
Mm-hmm.
do the things that everybody else does, and you're not looked at as a child who was being bullied trying to protect
Mm-hmm.
yourself.
Mm.
Automatically you're a grown thug who's a murderer.
Mm-hmm.
Said
Yep.
you people are so bloodthirsty.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
You- it's like I said, I keep saying you guys are passing a lot of things to get to the point of the unaliving. I,
Mm-hmm.
like I said,
Yep.
nobody's gonna tell my daughter to do anything. I tell her to look at him and laugh. Like
Yeah.
you're we are peers. You have no right or no more
Right.
authority than I do. And like I said, it's public. I don't know. It was tough, but we do need to talk to our kids because these are something that I think, especially in this time, we're going to start seeing a lot more of this type of stuff happening.
Yes, and you know what, Daryl? And I know the bullying thing is real, and people have to start talking to their kids early, not wait until they're in high school. You know, I see it on the playground when I was in the classroom with first graders, second graders,
Absolutely. Absolutely.
outright
Yeah.
Right.
bullies, and they're just going to progress in that if nobody is teaching them otherwise.
Absolutely.
So
And
it's
again,
got to start from the cradle. It's got to
right.
start early.
I don't know Austin at all, and this is just what I'm thinking. But for you to just walk up to somebody and tell them to move, you feel like you're
Yeah,
the
you feel like you have
sheriff
that right.
of
You
the
have that right.
bleachers, right?
Mhm.
Where did you
You
get
have that
that
right.
thought process that you have the right to tell somebody to
Mhm.
do something? That's crazy to me.
Yeah,
Like,
he didn't just get to that. He's been feeling that empowerment somewhere for a long
right?
time. So,
Because he said you didn't listen to me. Now
yeah.
I'm going to move you.
Mm,
Crazy.
How do you get that mentality? Listen, I know if I touch somebody, it's going to come to something,
yeah. Yeah.
right? I know that. We, as a man, I know. Even as a young grown up, you. Matter of fact, you kick somebody's shoes, their new Jordans, it could be something.
Yep.
Just touch somebody's sneakers. So for me, I don't understand the hubris he had to say, you know what? Hey, I said move, you better move.
Yep.
Oh, you ain't moving? I'm going to move you.
Mm, mm,
That
mm.
sounds crazy to me. And how no one is addressing that issue on certain people are not addressing that issue is insane to me.
Mm,
So yeah, that was crazy. It was insane. And I'm gonna keep
mm.
the story. But everybody talk to your kids, man. Let them know they are not in control of anybody else. They have no right to tell people
Right.
what to do. If you see something wrong, get help. Go talk to somebody. It's okay to say, hey, look, this is going on.
Mhm.
You know, and I hate that stop snitching stuff. Please, I tell my daughter snitch. Kids don't like
Yep.
my daughter because she
Tell everything.
Tell
Tell
right away.
everything.
Mhm.
I don't care what it is. I had to go to school. They're like, oh, she's a tattletale. Say it again.
Yep. Yep.
Say it again. She's gonna tell everything. She's gonna tell on you too.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? She's gonna
I
tell
know
everything
that's right.
They
because
used
I
to call Roger Rat because I told him to rat everybody out. They called him Roger Rat. Seriously, he told everything.
and you know what? That's a better child because
Yep.
I know I can tell because if I see something wrong, I
Mhm.
shouldn't be hiding things. Because then they start hiding all type of other things, right? That's the problem with kids don't know how to differentiate before what should I tell, what shouldn't I tell?
Yeah.
Just tell it all. Let me
And
sort
then
it out.
feeling alone in that, and feeling like they have to
Yes.
handle it themselves.
Right, right.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you've seen this too, Neil.
Mhm.
Oftentimes, if a kid is a bully, you talk to the parents and you see the parents are bullies too.
Oh, right, right,
This is
right,
true.
right, right,
This is true.
right. Now you got
Mhm.
now you got to smack the bully because I was always talking smack the bully in the mouth. So I'm a bully buster. Okay, I'm gonna see. I'm gonna test your bully. I'm gonna see if you're really about your bullying.
Mhm.
And I tell my
Mhm.
daughter too, if somebody's bullying you, cool. As long as they don't touch you, they touch you, you pick up something, hit them right in the mouth with it. And I had to go to school. And like, well, she hit the kid. I said, listen, she gonna hit him every time. I'm gonna let you know. Every time. I told her that every time this is gonna happen every time. If you guys are not gonna protect her, she's gonna protect her. And
Right.
I'm gonna come up here and make sure she's protected because she's not gonna be bullied. Now I don't want her starting anything,
Right.
but I said I want you to finish it well. You finish it well.
Mhm.
You do it. Don't worry. You don't got to fight with your. If you see something, pick it up. Don't hurt your hand. You try to not put your name out if you can. If not, I'm just saying that's a bully buster. That's what I believe. Because again, I don't think it stops if you don't do anything to stop it.
Yeah.
Right.
It
Yeah.
only grows and grows and grows. And
Mm.
this kid being, if it's accurate, being 6'2", 220, you're bigger than most kids.
Yeah.
So you putting your hands on people to me says this is what I do. I feel like I have the right, and I feel like I have the size to do it. So I'm kind of a
Mm.
coward because I'm doing it because the kids are smaller than me.
Mm.
Would you do it if the kids of your size are bigger? So again, just teach your kids because we don't need these situations to happen at all. This
Oh,
could have been
no.
avoided if both sides kind of would have backed down a little bit. And even the Carmelo, I get it. Stabbing somebody, you feel that at a certain point. But if they touch you, see the problem is they touch you. So I can't. Nothing I can say. Once you touch me, is up. If
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
touch me, it's a problem.
Yep.
I can't just let you touch me. I got to get my touch back. I know that's childish, but I do.
It is. At least you know that, Daryl.
I do. You touch me, I have to touch you back. Like if I don't, I lost. I gotta win. That's Leanne. I learned that from Leanne when we was little on the playground. Leanne was like, "Don't let nobody touch you. You better touch her back, or I'm gonna touch you." Like she would touch me. So now I gotta go do something because she gonna beat me up. Like I gotta do this because Leanne over there, the bully, because she was the real bully, the schoolyard bully.
Melissa says, "So what happens when the bully has a weapon?"
Well, the bully is already a weapon. Right? They're already a weapon. Their bulliness is acting as a weapon, and then the bully's gonna do what they do even more. So this is even more to the point of Carmelo. Like, look, I gotta stop you because I don't know what you're gonna do. You know, and again, if the bully has once you engage, you have to accept whatever comes with it. Even if the bully hits me, when I hit him back, I gotta accept that he's probably gonna hit me back. Or he can do something back to me. Once you start engaging, like my daughter knows, once you engage, you keep going until the teachers break it up. Right? That's what I teach her. Don't stop. Don't stop because you stop and then they do something to you. You stop when an adult breaks it up. If somebody adult comes stop, then you stop. But then you keep going. You don't. Listen. It's crazy out here. I don't know if it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
But I'd rather my daughter be a bully buster than get busted. That's just the way I live. Right or wrong.
At least he's acknowledging it.
Situations you don't know what to really tell them.
No,
right?
You don't.
Yeah.
If you tell them to leave and get help while the bully is bullying them, like I told him in school, now the little kid punching in the head all the way to the teacher in the back of the head. I can't have that. So it's tough. You know, I tell her to try to get away from the situation. If they're talking, just talking. Don't worry about talking. Get away. And this is why we got to teach our kids is not to be bullied.
We have to teach them. Yes.
Don't bully people. Keep your hands to yourself. You can say what you want. I don't mind you saying anything. I can't stop you from saying anything. You know, but just teach our kids to keep her hands to herself and get help. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to say this person's sitting here. I don't think they're supposed to be sitting here. A coach. And the coach could have said he had to move or not move or whatever case may be. And then that's a different story. The coach has some authority. We got to respect authority. That's my daughter. Respect all authority. Right? Tell me what happened, then I'll come and deal with the authority if it's a problem. Right? But kids trying to police themselves sometimes can be a problem.
Yes, for sure.
I don't want nobody touching my daughter, and I don't want her touching anybody. I don't want Leanne touching anybody anymore. Right? We're too old for this.
Leave Leanne alone.
You can't keep doing this, Leanne. So we had these conversations, right, Leanne?
Yeah.
She said, yeah.
Yeah. Leanne seems nice and calm, but Leanne is a ticking time bomb. I don't know what you get. You know, so we got anything else, Leanne? Or we out of here?
Now we out of here.
Hey, look. Anybody anything else to say? We wrap it up like a Christmas gift.
Last thing, has anybody seen the new Sierra chair challenge? I think she's sending a lot of folks to the hospital with broken hips.
Sierra got them babies got her thick.
Well, she does this chair challenge, and a lot of women are trying to keep up. I got to try that.
Please,
a lot of people going to the hospital. I know I'll get hurt, but
first of all,
listen, sturdy chair. That's all.
Wait, but first of all, you need to learn how. Oh, that's when she's doing the flying, Joel?
She's on it some kind of way, and her legs are out floating, doing some kind of float.
Yeah. So first of all, you need core strength. You need to be in shape.
Yes.
If you say so, Ruth.
I don't have that much core strength. But
right. So, like I said, okay, if you say so. Please try it and record it.
Said.
No. The chair is the least of your problems, okay? The chair, just record it on live so you can't not do it live.
I'm gonna do a few takes first.
Wait,
No,
remember when Janet Jackson had that chair trick in her
I do.
yes. She
pleasure
would
principle?
climb that thing,
Yes.
boy. Ooh.
Lots of people got hurt behind that.
Yes. Yes.
So, I mean, listen, don't try the chair challenge if you're not in shape. Sierra's in excellent shape. Okay.
Try
Well,
it.
that's like Usher breaking up homes, kissing
Oh
people.
yes.
Why?
Oh wow.
Usher didn't break up
Yes.
anybody's home. Stop blaming blame the person who did it. Stop blaming, Usher said, hey, you want to kiss? Cool. If you kiss me and you got a husband at home, that's her. He should knew what time his wife was. His wife was outside like that.
You know what?
Now, wait, are we tripping over that? If your wife kisses Usher on a show like that, are we tripping?
I guess they are.
Depends
So
on the couple.
if your husband kissed Sierra, y'all tripping?
No.
No.
Not if she teach
Long
me
as
how to
they
do
don't
that
get
trick.
no, I'm good.
Wait. Oh, but you know what? I forgot. The thing about that kiss was something like she didn't do it with him or something like that.
Yeah, that's what he
Yeah.
said.
He said she didn't kiss him in public or something.
Yes.
Right.
And then she kissed this man for all the world to see.
Right. So that's not about the kiss as much. It's about the disrespect of the relationship where some man outside of him is getting more than he's getting in a relationship.
Yeah.
That's different. I get that.
That's what that's about.
I feel you on that. That's a direct, assault on a relationship. What, you don't think so, Ruth?
No, I agree. But that means there were some problems going on in that area, probably. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, think about it. I mean, something wasn't going on at home, and this was a direct.
No, I don't agree. I don't agree. Don't blame home.
But he
blame
said
her.
it. He said it. No, he said she hadn't kissed him.
No, so blame her. It's nothing. What's going on is her. Her for the streets ass. Because again, how many kids you knocked over for Roger?
What's that?
How many kids have you knocked over for Roger?
I knocked over maybe 3 that time. I admitted that.
No. I said, how many have you done for your husband? 0.
Oh yeah, I've knocked over people for him. When we tried to catch Prince's hat at a concert, we knocked over people. I tried to help him.
No. You're not. Stop it. Listen.
I did. You asked.
No. Listen. I said for Roger.
I said for Roger. I tried to get the hat for Roger.
No. To get to Roger, have you ever knocked over kids to get to Roger?
No. I didn't have to.
There's people because you didn't care. You like he's there behind them kids.
Right, he was there. Why knock over the kids?
Right, but knock over the kids to get to Theodore Huxtable.
It wasn't him. It was T.O. Remember?
Oh my God.
Theo?
Yeah, it was the athlete T.O.
Yeah. T.O. Wow,
he
even
had
worse.
The book signing. It was the book signing.
So T.O. all the
even worse.
Even worse. All the muscles had you go crazy.
I lost my mind for a minute. Temporary insanity.
So that's what I'm saying. Same thing. It's kind of like you're giving another guy. I think that could be the problem. You know what I'm saying? It's not the kiss as much, but it's what it's represented. Like I can't. But like you said, Ruth, there might be something going on. I wonder why she's not kissing him.
Is he not dangling cherries like Usher?
Right, but it could be because she's just she got excited for Usher. And it's
she don't like her husband, but she likes everything else.
Right. That could be it. But I think still, your ego still is taking a major hit.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And again, it went viral too. Is the other thing. So my people at work see it.
You embarrassed for the whole in front of the whole world.
I done told Vernon at work how you don't be kissing. I'm like, I'm not being into that. And now I see you Usher and Vernon like.
That ego got bruised.
Vernon ain't saying he's sitting at his desk looking at me like this. So I could see how that could be. I don't know about divorcing it. I think
that's extreme.
Yeah, but
unless it brought everything else to light,
right?
Where they had to have these difficult conversations about what's really happening in the marriage.
Yes.
Right. Now, I agree. So with that being said, I can see it being a problem. Just regularly going out, just like the Chris Brown pictures, I wouldn't trip too much about it. I was just like, did Usher have a cold sore when you kissed him? That was right. I heard some
That's an
stories
important
about.
question.
I
Yes.
heard some stories about Usher, so I just
Right.
want to know if there was anything around his mouth that you saw uh, before
He
you
did
went
not
in.
seem to
It's
care.
important. It's important.
Yeah, because I don't. That 10 second thing worth my life.
Just because they're celebrities doesn't mean they don't
Right.
have some stuff going on.
True.
Right. So yeah,
And
I
how
don't.
many other people he done kissed that night that might have
Oh, we
something?
see it
Right?
one or two per show. We see it, and he ain't checking nobody's health, so he's just
Nope.
out here just kissing
Right.
everybody. He nasty, Usher nasty. That's what I'm saying. He's
He
putting
had
his
a
on
lot of
anybody.
STDs, didn't he?
Oh
He had a lot of.
God.
But that's when they said he had
Yeah.
They
the
said
The
he had the
the,
joint.
the
Okay.
don't go away. Carry like
That's
luggage.
right.
That's what I was
That's
told.
what they
Carry like luggage.
said.
It's show up when it want to show up. From my
The
understanding,
lifelong John.
it's show up when it want to show up.
Uh,
Bump,
Wait,
bump,
before
bump.
we go, remember Richard Dawson
Mm.
um. Wait.
What happened
Wait.
to him?
on the game show?
Oh
that
yeah,
was
the game
kissing
show
everyone.
He was
host.
kissing all the kids and stuff.
He kissed
He kissed everybody
everyone.
in the mouth.
Yeah, in the mouth
Hmm
on every show.
Yeah,
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
he's a pervert. There was a lot of perverts back in the day.
Ooh, all right, you couldn't do that today.
No.
Oh no. I seen one. I don't know who was it. Him, but one is kissing all the little kids.
Oh, I don't know
Yeah,
about
if you
that
look it up,
one.
there's a talk show host back in the day,
Huh.
and I think he was on that show like kids say the darndest things. He was like one of the first some game show with
Oh.
kids, and he was kissing them all. He's like, "You gonna give me a kiss?"
Huh.
Oh
And
my
he's like,
God.
got you. Kissing them right on the mouth. Kids.
That's terrible.
It was
There's another
disgusting.
show like that called Quiet on the Set, and it's going back to looking
Well,
at
that
all
just
the kids.
that talked about the
Yeah.
Disney, and that was
Yeah.
crazy.
Now,
That
Richard Dawson was Family Feud.
Oh yeah.
okay,
That's right.
yeah.
That's right.
And I seen Bob Barker give a couple people kisses too on The Price is Right.
I like Bob
I
Barker.
seen some. I was watching something they were showing how back in the day this was commonplace. This was
Bob Barker.
commonplace.
Whenever I
to
was
kids.
homesick, watching him with soup.
Mhm. No, you can't do that stuff now. Thank
No.
goodness.
No.
Mm-mm.
So it's very interesting. Leanne left it for some man friend.
Ooh. He was way off.
Ooh, just put Lee business out there.
I got to when she do stuff like this, we gotta put it out there.
Wow.
I'm texting her right now. He not worth
That's
it.
a shame.
You know what?
He
She
not
tried
worth
to
it.
say goodnight.
That's why
He
she
did,
called
right?
because she said he was calling at 9:30.
Wow.
We talk about dedication, Leanne.
Go ahead, Lily.
What we doing? But yeah, so we all them quiet on the sets. I was watching one real fast. I just watched something called like kid influencers, bad kid influencers. A mom had her kids out there doing. This was on the social media tip where she was on YouTube and stuff like that, and they was making money. They said that at one point she's making 500,000 a month.
Jeez.
Wow.
Eating, but then she started. They said she was messing with the kids and laying on them, because you had to keep the content getting more and more outrageous.
Right. Yeah.
And they were doing more and more things, and it was just wild.
Terrible.
But again, anytime you have kids and money and parents and grown folks, it seems like it doesn't go well.
Right.
It seems like people can't control themselves. It's just animals. So this is why talk to your kids. Don't allow your kids to be in certain things. It's not worth it. The money's not worth the therapy that you have to pay back later.
Right.
For real.
So it's not worth it. But any last words, guys and girls?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go pick out my chair for the week. I'm gonna get my chair. I'm practicing. As long as you got a good medical plan, you'll be all right. I'm okay.
Ruth.
Those were my final words. Go for it, ladies.
There's no cast for a broken hip. Like you just can't do anything if you got a broken hip. Like it just.
We are not our age. We are our energy, ladies.
No.
Our energy.
Don't lie. No, you are your age. Don't lie to yourself. You are your age.
Most days, ladies, we are not.
Certain things will remind you quickly.
No, you
are your age.
That's true.
And even if you're not reminded right in a moment, When you wake up the next morning, you can't move. Your
You're
legs
right
don't work.
about that. No, you're right about that. I'm not
Yes,
gonna lie.
listen. Certain things remind you quickly, like, hey,
Don't move it like that.
you not that anymore. And I'm seeing it more and more every day. I used to run with the kids all the time.
Yep.
I can't keep up like I used to. I
Mhm.
had to pull a hamstring injury. Oh, my hamstring, and it wasn't hurt. My pride was.
Mhm.
Yep, this is real. This is true.
Age. Listen, Father Time, you can't outdo him.
No, you can't.
So
For real.
No.
stay in your lane. Leave your cheers at home. You know what you do? Try it on the couch. Just lay on the couch and do it.
Yeah,
Can't
it's
fall
a
off the
softer
couch.
landing. Let's start on the couch. Yeah.
Just do it on start and finish on the couch. Don't let your hubris, don't let your mind think something that's not okay.
Come
I was
on, we
talking
gotta
to
empower
somebody,
folks.
I was talking to a lady the other day, the older lady who was a gymnast, and she said she went to do a backflip and just landing on her hand broke her hand.
Dang. That's crazy.
It doesn't
The
take much.
body said, "What are you doing?"
It
Even
doesn't
though
take much.
the mind can be young, right? Yes, young at mind, but
Yep.
also the young at mind understand your bones ain't young. Okay, your minds don't control the age of your rickety bones.
This is true.
Okay, I think that's the last
That
words.
was the final word there.
Ruth
Woo.
might not be with us next week, everybody. Go
Now
ahead.
is that we have been brought back to reality.
Yes, listen. Just if you're gonna do it live, Ruth. Let us know. We can do it right here, live.
I'm gonna do it from the hospital bed.
Listen, we'll do one from the house, and then we'll do one from the hospital.
Yeah,
This is before and
that'll
after.
be the follow up, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hey, thanks everybody for joining us this week. We had a great time. Thanks for everybody who commented. Your comments are great. Please head over to the YouTube channel, the Nothing But Answers, and like, subscribe, share, tell a friend. Please do that for us. It's free. We greatly appreciate it. Continue to support the Nothing But Answers Facebook room. Excuse me. Tell your friends. Again, please tell your friends about it. It's free. We love the comments. We love the engagement. Please continue to meet us here every week at 8:00. We'll educate you with something. So, but with that said, everybody have a good night. We'll see you next week. I can't even say Leanne hit the button because she ain't here to hit the button.
Hey.
Goodness gracious. Hey, Doc, hit the button. Have a good night,
Bye.
guys. That's Leanne.